Hey, my name's Anthony, and today I want to talk to you about how I would start a gaming channel in 2024. So I'm going to show you some things that you should focus on, especially if you're just getting started and you're a beginner and you've been thinking about doing a gaming channel, but you don't know where to start. Even if it's just a YouTube channel in general, you don't know what game is going to work for your channel. Maybe you're actually uploading videos already on the game that you actually do, and it's not necessarily working. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you some tips and some strategies that I use to grow a gaming channel, especially even if it's just a new one or again a current one. Now bear in mind, these are some things that work for me in an ever-changing platform on YouTube, and also things I'm applying, things I'm still learning as well on my journey as YouTube is ever-changing. But however, I think you're going to be really able to apply a lot of these, and I'm going to talk about things that most people don't really talk about, which I personally feel is very, very important on your journey. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I think it's important to ask yourself a question, and that question should be, if I created a YouTube channel, what would it be about and what would I be known for? And I think if you can answer that question yourself, you're already getting one step closer to either creating that channel or even thinking about the channel that you already have. So are you a Minecraft channel? Do you actually enjoy Minecraft right now? Are you a Roblox channel? Or are these things you want to actually create and do? Do you want to be a Roblox channel? And again, asking yourself the right questions before starting is going to really help you out, especially along the journey that it takes and the consistency that you will need. Now, it's important to take into account as in, what do you want to be known for? It's like, do you want to be known as the tutorial guy? When I first started out, I wanted to be known as the tutorial guy, which has also changed to being more entertainment and more personality as myself, and not necessarily tied to just a tutorial, because someone can come on, watch a video of you as the tutorial, but not really be invested in you as a person. So that's something to think about. It's no problem starting out with that if that's something you really love to do. Maybe you can take very complex things in games and guides and actually break that down and tell people in a simplistic way. That is also a very great channel. So just think about your angle and idea when it comes to your channel and what you want to actually be known for. Now, when it comes to the niche, which is super important, and that's a niche is a specific target group, let's say an audience, and on a particular thing. So let's say you have a horror niche, or a not necessarily, let's say, a family friendly niche, but something like the beauty niche or like makeup. It could be a little bit more specific. Do you do a particular thing like survival only, or are you a particular builder only? So think about the niche that you want to go into, and this niche can also play into your strengths. Now, remember, there will be things that you may be really good at in a particular game, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it translates to views. It doesn't mean that people are actually looking to watch that. So it is important in the research phase of creating YouTube videos, which I talk about in a course that I actually have called Press Start for Beginners. If you're looking to grow a YouTube channel, I'll link that down below in the description. And I go a little bit more into detail about niche research and also just the mindset that it takes to create a channel and grow a channel for the long run. So what I want you to do is just also think about, let's say, 5 channels that you actually like a creator, that you feel like, okay, if I was this creator, I could be creating content. Like, this is the type of content that I want to create. And then start working out, okay, what's going to be my angle? Like, they're doing all of this. What's going to be my angle? Is it going to be my personality? Am I going to do challenges or something different from everyone? So you really have to think about what's going to be your angle. Now let's talk about equipment. Now, there's a lot of things you can do with equipment, but I would highly suggest focusing on the quality of the video and also a microphone. Now, bear in mind, if you are just starting out, I would totally look into some of the free options as well. I won't go into too much detail about that now as far as particular equipment and items and things like that. But however, focus on the audio quality and just making sure that you can get that gameplay quality decent. I mean, there's programs that are free like OBS for audio, there's Audacity. So if you can focus on the quality of that, and you don't need to spend loads of money to do this, especially if you're starting out, people do like to see the journey as well. And as you're doing it, if you can make the best with what you have, then imagine when you have at the very end what you will be able to do with that. So for an example, I made the best with what I had when I had a laptop not even a PC. I just really gave my absolute best, and it just was the icing on the cake whenever I got the PC and I was really able to be more productive and up the quality. Now, one key thing I want to talk about is just really starting. Like, I mean, this is probably so underrated. Like, just start. Like, you can think about creating a channel all day long, but that's really a way of inaction as well if it goes on for too long. It's like another form of procrastination, like planning and planning and planning. I plan on doing this. And while you're doing that, the time is going on and people are just creating videos as well. And then maybe you see a channel that's creating the same exact thing you want. And you're like, oh, why didn't I start creating that? I mean, which is also still okay as well. But however, just start. If you have the idea, something that I do is if as soon as I get the idea, I think, okay, how can I get this idea out of my head and into something I can actually see? So if that's a channel, if I have a channel to make, let's say a cooking channel, and the thoughts, you know, you always see things in your mind first, and then you're actually able to physically make it because everything in the world was in someone's head first before it was actually physically made. So I would see, let's say I see the way my channel looks, like a cooking channel. Then I would figure out, okay, what are the steps I need to do to actually create this channel? And I just do it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, 80% great is better than 0%. So it's never going to be perfect, but I can't stress this enough. Just start. Now, this next point, I can't stress this enough, and that is be consistent. Consistency is something that is so important with YouTube, especially if you are doing something that you really want to be known for. It's important that you're consistent. Now, that may look like a video every single day. Now, obviously, if you're starting out, maybe you're not able to do a video every single day, but maybe you're able to do a video every other day or twice a week. Regardless, it's important to stay consistent. Not just one video, you know, in February and then one video in June. I see a lot of gaming channels also out there as well, where they're like, I don't know what's going on. But if you look at the channel, they upload maybe one video, you know, per month or one video every other 3 months. There's no consistency in it. So be consistent. And if you're able to be consistent with this can also translate to things in real life. And you can also build a lot of great habits through consistency. Now, personality also does play a lot when it comes in YouTube. And just bear in mind that comparing yourself can actually steal some of your joy. So what's that quote? Comparison is the thief of joy. Now, it's okay and it's also completely normal to compare yourself. It's just when you feel that it starts to bother you really, really bad and you feel envious of the person because maybe they're growing and you're not. But I want you to look at it through a different lens, as in, okay, if they can do it, I can do it. What are they doing that I'm not doing? And is there anything that I notice that I can actually become a student and learn from that? And again, everyone is so different. Every YouTube channel is different. So as you start your journey, and if you're on your journey, don't compare yourself so much in a way where you feel like you're doing something wrong, because the only person you should compare yourself with is who you were yesterday. And I'm all for setting goals, but again, everyone is on their own journey. Everyone has their own challenge, and you have no idea what the other person may be going through. It's no different from Instagram. Everything on Instagram can be, let's say, a highlight reel, because these are moments that people are snapping pictures of. You don't know if they took 100 pictures to get that one perfect picture, but these are things you don't see. So again, just keep that in mind when you are growing your channel. I know there will be times where it feels like you're stuck, you're not growing, but this is the time where you need to double down and just really focus on your journey. So be patient. Now, I could literally go on all day about starting a channel, but those are some of the key things I think that would help in starting a gaming channel. So again, identifying your niche, thinking about what's going to be your angle, also researching somewhat of the competition that's in that area. So again, so you actually know that, okay, this particular niche has views in it. Where could I actually fit into this? And what could be, again, my angle? Be consistent. Be patient as well. You can set clear goals too. Maybe that's a subscriber count, which is also great, keeps you motivated as you see the numbers grow. Or maybe that can be in the consistency goal. Like, okay, my goal is to upload 2 videos a week. And with that, the subscribers will come, the views will come. So you can also tie those two as well. Those can be linked together. If your goal is to just be consistent on the videos and you're not so much focused on the subscribers, and such things like that. I've been doing YouTube for over 10 years. I mean, I've grown multiple different gaming channels and channels to over 100K subscribers. I have my main channel, which over 3 million subscribers. And this is something I absolutely love doing. I'm still a student of YouTube myself, but something I created was actually a YouTube action plan sheet. So what you could do is you can download this as well for free. You can print it out and fill it out before you actually start creating your video. And this is really going to get your brain working on the type of video you're creating. And you're gonna really ask yourself some important questions with this. So you can download that action plan. Link is in the description. And again, if you want to go more into detail, and if that's something you want to learn on like growing channels, I've taken tons of courses myself. You can check out the courses over there as well. There's even a discount running at the moment, but links are down below in the description. So I want to ask you, what are some key things you think with growing a gaming channel that you feel like would be important as well? Let me know down below in the comments. I would love to see them. But thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.